I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. Joining me today is Leore Avidar. He is co-founder and CEO at Lob. Leore, it's wonderful to have you here. Thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Thank you. Now, before we get started, just a quick note to our viewers. This interview is for informational purposes only. The NYSE doesn't recommend any investments or investment strategies. All right, so Leore, tell me, why is direct mail here to stay and an important channel in your channel mix?
Well, let me tell you a little bit about Lob first. So we've been around for around 11 years, and our whole purpose is to really automate direct mail and make it intelligent. People have been hearing about direct mail for probably over 100 years, and our sole purpose was, hey, there's so many different channels. How can we bring relevant direct mail to your mailbox? How can we help companies make sure that when they're sending you something, that when you open it, you're getting that delight and you feel that it actually understands you. So many people think about, hey, I get mail and it's junk, right? We've all heard the word junk mail, right? So our purpose is really to turn it into intelligent mail. And so, what we've realized over the last 5 years is that people are spending their money specifically in marketing in probably 5 core channels. So we have, text messages, people are sending emails, the inbox is cluttered, there's social, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. But direct mail has been here for 100 years, and it's one of the channels that has been tried and true for many companies. And so our goal is really to take that to the masses. Anyone who's been doing that for 100 years, they figured out the success. They have the systems to be able to do that. And so we've spent the last 11 years kind of taking that expertise of the industry experts and then bring that technology so that anybody who's sending either a single piece of mail or 100 million pieces of mail can do that with the exact same technology.
So tell me, how has technology played a role in changing the channel from snail mail to intelligent mail?
Yeah, the first part is how you used to send it. So I would say probably 10 years ago, if you wanted to send direct mail, you were working directly with USPS and a printer. And so in some cases, that means you're communicating with them over the phone. You're going to the printer to actually check if the thing looks like the way that you want. Very manual process, and a lot of people are involved. And it generally just send a specific mail campaign would take 90 days. What we've done is basically have taken all of that and put it into the cloud. And so if you want to send let's call it 100 million pieces of mail campaign, you can just go to the lob.com website. You can integrate it to your CRM or upload a mail list. You can design the creative right then and there, and you can make sure that every single mail piece that you're sending out is very unique. And so the entire automation process has been upgraded by technology. The personalization. You've seen, I always tell people, do you remember the Bed Bath & Beyond coupon that everyone got?
Yes.
Everyone got the exact same one. Everyone got 20%, right? That's the old way of, I would say, doing direct mail, right? Because it's one thing for everybody. Nowadays, if you're sending it out, and I'll give an example of another retail company that used us. They sent a campaign where their whole goal was to drive awareness to the local store. They literally printed the instructions for every single person from your home directly to the store. And so you can use Google Maps, and you can show, and you can really create, again, personalization on every single mail piece that you send out. And so that's kind of one of the areas where we've differentiated for direct mail over the course of the last 10 years.
All right, so now tell me, what does a winning culture in this current macro environment look like?
Yeah, very difficult first and foremost. I think it starts with a mindset. I think everyone needs to have a really maybe an intense mindset, but also the ability to look themselves and be very realistic. And so I think one of the things that our leadership team has done, I would say since COVID, since everything started getting a little bit more volatile, is looking ourselves in the mirror and say, hey, if this bubble is going to pop, what do we need to do to become a really healthy company? And what you've heard for many years is being a profitable company is one that you can control your own destiny. And so it's figuring out your path to profitability. And so the company has been spending the greater part of the last year getting us to a point of profitability. And so I think having that mindset of figuring out, hey, where's the fluff in the business? How can you optimize it? What is real growth? What is real versus fake in this environment is going to set you up for success. So that's one. The second one is just being data oriented. One of the things that I talk about every single day is before we do anything, we measure, right? It's really hard to build a successful and winning strategy if you don't know what the numbers are, where the current baseline is, and where the market expects you to be at. Because at the end of the day, I really believe data rules everything. And if you can look at the numbers and you can impact them, you can just make progress. And so we have a very data oriented culture, a very data oriented mindset. And then I would say the last one, which we were talking about beforehand, everyone is so focused on AI right now. And I do think AI is changing the space, but people is where people forget. I mean, you're not going to be able to run a company without people for many years, and people are the core of the culture and the DNA. And finding the right people who are willing to put in the hard work, who are passionate about the space and their craft, and can work well together, that is, if you don't have that, nothing else matters. And so for me, I always think about how do I build a winning team. I think about myself as a coach or a GM as in the NBA, and I want to put that like winning team together. And it's not about finding a team of superstars, it's about finding a team that like work and collaborate really well together. So that's my favorite part about building the business too.
Great. Well, Leore, wonderful to talk with you. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk today.
Yeah, it was great being here.
Thank you.